Well, before we start this assignment, I want to clarify that this assignment that we are doing is going to be something that we're going to be reusing over and over. Okay, so whatever you do here, expect it to have an effect on future assignments that you may decide to do. Okay. And in this assignment, you can see I've changed this a little bit. I got at-risk foods, and in the body I'm saying I'm going to use some at-risk animals that I eat. And there's three things in the list that we're going to want for every animal that we use. And it looks like we need 4 animals. Now, before we continue any further, the color that they want is whatever color they tell you to use. You can use whatever color you want, as far as I'm concerned. In this assignment, there was a little bit of glitch for both the font size and the background color in the cascading style sheet right here for the body. When you put it in there, it may not give you credit. Don't worry, I'll take care of that if you're in my class. But again, just choose whatever color you want. I'll go with this one, fairly random color, and then we'll make the font size 18 pixels, which I think is going to make this look pretty good. So this is what my page looks like before. Let's go and save and run this again. And you can see it changed the font size just a little bit and has made it this peachy looking background. And that is our cascading style sheet. At the top of the tab, you may have noticed it says at-risk foods. That's what I got up here. Yours, again, for the assignment may say something different. And then my level 1 header also is probably saying something different than your assignment. So with that, what we need now are 4 animals that we can use for my at-risk foods. So we're going to give ourselves a level 2 header on this, and then we can put in the name of the animal. So let's see, I can put in pigs, for example, and then below that we'll make, here's what I should have done, is we're going to make an unordered list, a UL tag. And inside that list, I'm going to put in 3 items. The first item is, for me, I'm just going to say it's, and again, you'll want to follow the assignment on your own, but I'm going to go with just another name for pigs, but maybe the name as of the animal as food. And one of those would be bacon. Okay, so after that, I'm going to put in another list tag right here, and then I'll say, where do pigs live? And I'll say, well, bacon should be in my belly, but we'll put a farm on this one. How about that? Okay, and then the third item is we should list if this is endangered or threatened. Now, you have to be careful with the spelling on this, because if you spell anything wrong, it's not going to give you credit. Bacon, or pigs, I guess, we will say that they are, and it doesn't really matter what we put here, but well, I'm just going to put endangered. And I believe I spelt that correct. Okay, so that gives us some items to put onto our web page. And if I reload this, here I now have pigs with 3 list items beneath. So with that, I can now go to my next level 2 header and put in, again, you put in whatever you want. Let's put in cows. Okay, and if you want to put in that line of code, which you should do, put in that line of code, run it, make sure that it looks good, make sure that it's working before you put in any more code. If it is working, then we can put in the UL tag and then put in some list items. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a template, because we got to do this for, let's see, we got 1 animal. This will be our second. So we got to do this for 4 different animals. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of cows right here. And what I've done right here between lines 24 and 29 is given myself a template for the next animal. But if I take this and highlight it and then do Control C, I can go down 2 lines and push Control V. There's a 3rd animal, and then we're ready for a 4th animal. Okay, so I've given myself a little line break in the code so I can see where each animal begins and ends. And again, I'm just going to stick with cows on this one. And let's see, a different name for cows as food would be beef. I suppose hamburger would work, or steaks. And let's see, they live in the pasture. And are they endangered or threatened? Well, I think I'm just going to put threatened on this one just because I can. And let's see what this looks like now that I have that code in there. And yeah, see, it's not showing the level 2 headers for the next list items for, or the next 2 lists for the next 2 animals, because I haven't actually put in a level 2 header. So I'm ready to do that now, though. I can put in chicken on this one. And let's see, a different name for chicken would be, well, let's see, wings, drumsticks, thighs. I'll go with wings. That's a decent one. And let's see, where do chickens live? Oh, I think they live in a coop. And are they threatened or endangered? Well, we'll just switch and say these are endangered. Like this one. And let's see what this looks like now that we've got the chickens in there. We got pigs, cows, and chickens. That's looking very good. And the last thing we're going to do here is a fish. How about that? Thought I was going with the farm animals there. Another name for fish would be fillets or fillet. And then these live in the water. Looks okay. And again, just, you know what, we'll just say this one's endangered. Again, I'm not saying the fish that I eat are endangered, but maybe somewhere, someone is eating a fish that is. I don't know. In any case, let's go and save this and see what this looks like reloaded with the fish. And here we have the fish, the chicken, the cows, and the pigs with my level 1 header and the list items. And then we have the background color. And this is looking pretty good. As far as I remember, this is all we need for this assignment. I'll just double check. Let's see, we got our background color, we've got a size, we've got level 1 header, and then we've got 4 different animals on this one, which is all we really needed. So looks like we're done with this assignment for now, but do remember, we are going to need it later. In the next section even, we're going to need this, well, we're going to need all this code. So keep that in mind. We are coming back to this. Don't forget about it. You'll need it later. So expect it, and then we're going to copy and paste it into that assignment when we get there. 3.2 point something. I don't know what it is, but we'll get there. Okay, but this is good enough. Let's see if we can show more of the code. It's most of it. Let's clean up a little bit of this. Maybe that looks a little bit better. Well, that's a little small. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So this is all of the code that we have on this. And again, you can see it's working in the web page, which is what we do want. So that means we're pretty much done with this assignment. Thanks for watching.